how can parents and coaches empower kids to use their character strengths?
Sure. Yeah. It's a great question. A good starting point actually is a skill that we call strength spotting. So, parents need to know the language first. So we have this language of 24 strengths. It's a language that all of us can use, once we learn it, the gratitude, hope, curiosity, and so on. And you might have like a little handout to kind of remind yourself of those 24 strengths. And then the idea is for the parent to spot those strengths in action when they see their child using it. Maybe the child was using a lot of perseverance on the football field. Maybe the child was being very kind to another child on the playground, and they point out that kindness. Maybe the child is including their brothers and sisters in an activity, so they're using a sense of leadership to organize the group. So the idea is to do that strength spotting piece, and the way to do that, the steps to it are for any parent, for anybody, is to first label the strength. In a way, labeling is really powerful to give that positive word. We're so good at giving negative words to people, right? And this person is too hyperactive, or this person is depressed, or this person's negative or bad for this reason or that reason. And again, we're not saying, so there's some good in labeling the negative too, but here we're talking about labeling the positive. So we give that positive label, and then we tell the child, we express to the child, whatever age the child is. The child could be 47 years old, by the way, or it could be 12. The child, he or she, could be 7 years old, any age. You label that strength, and then you give a rationale for what you saw. Mm-hmm. You say, I saw so much bravery in you because you really were so afraid of going to school. You thought people were going to tease you, but you still used your bravery to do that. You really dug deep to use your bravery strength. And I saw that in you, and I appreciate that in you. That was really great. I hope you can keep using that bravery throughout the week. So you give that explanation, for the child to understand why you're seeing perseverance or zest or honesty or social intelligence or prudence or humility or forgiveness. You give that rationale for them. So that's a key starting point, is strength spotting. As coaches and kind of training the kids with character strengths, is that any situation that could happen on the soccer pitch, anything that happens between the kids or any kid that brings up anything, you can spot character strengths in that in some way. That's what's beautiful. I mean, it takes a little bit of training to see it in every situation, but it just takes learning that language and practicing it and saying the words out loud, and then you'll see that, oh yeah, that's kind of forgiveness. When that child is on the field, he gets knocked down by another child, but then he gets right back up and he takes the ball down the field. He had to do some letting go. He had to let go of that other kid rather than getting upset. He had to let it go, which is like forgiveness is all about letting go, forgiving, and then going down the field, persevering, self-regulating their impulses, to not fight or to push the kid down, self-regulation. So a lot of strengths you could spot in that child in that tiny little instance. So it's beautiful. And it's fun too. That's what's great, is you all get to have fun doing it, and the kids get to learn about themselves while they're having fun with soccer. So it's win-win.